individual process of moving from being the dependent, helpless woman without any awareness of her own strengths or power or skills, and move away from that to a position where she can choose to have a relationship but isn't desperately dependent upon it, a position of autonomy and choice. Whenever I see a woman go through that, and I see it so often, it's like watching the whole sociological revolution of the last 30 years unfold in one person's life, and it's very exciting and very challenging. Yes, there's life after menopause.
What about your relationships with men at this time?
They can no longer blackmail us. They don't seem to have the power over us that they did before.
They don't have the power to hurt us in the same way. We're not depending on them. We're choosing to live with them.
Right.
But
we also enjoy our own company, ourselves and each other. Mm-hmm. We're not as terrified of being alone. I mean, to be alone was such a frightening thing.
Alone used to mean without a man.
Right. Yeah. And that doesn't seem to scare us anymore. And it's interesting because another piece of it is that we've all been socialized to feel that there's something not quite right about an older woman being a sexual being, and men have been socialized to think that they have to have a younger woman as a sexual partner as they get older. So that's another piece of the separation, I think, that occurs between men and women at this point. You know, is that they may think they have to turn to a younger woman, and we say, well, that's okay. They wouldn't say that's okay, but we say, well, maybe that's not our role. You know, that's another part of ourselves.
I'm not ready to say that's okay. Tell you the truth, I'm really not ready to say that's okay. I really still see myself as a very sexual being, and I am not prepared to say, okay, I pass the torch to a new generation, not me.
These are